What's up, everybody? Back again with Bel-Air Season final show, episode 10 review. I put it like that. Last show, episode 10 of season 1. Pretty much was a good show, was a banger because at the end of it, it was off the chain, But this your boy Tony Talks. Finna break that down for you guys, and we finna jump into it. And like I said, it was a good show, ending show for season 1, episode 10 of Bel-Air. And of course, we were still on the same topic of Will's dad, and he did show up. And yes, the person that played Lou this time was my boy Martin Wayans. And he did a good job playing that role. He was more of a serious role compared to, being more comedic and funny. But anyway, he did a great job. Kudos to Marlon Wayans. I'm gonna get to that in a second. But it started out with they been at the art gallery and everything, where Vivian was doing her thing in the art show and all that type of stuff, and everybody congratulating her and all that type of stuff. And of course, we see after that we see Will and Carlton are actually at the kitchen. They're eating their lunch and dinner or whatever. And they're trying to figure out what happened to Jeffrey, and actually I went to his room and his clothes was gone, and they figured out that he probably ended up getting fired compared to going on vacation or per se leaving on a family emergency like that. And the other thing that Will did tell Carlton that he did kind of understood why Uncle Phil and Jeff got into it, because he did Mrs. Carlton that he did ask Jeffrey to help him to find his dad, and that was the root of why he kind of got into it or whatever. And he did have some information with his dad, information on that he didn't look at. And then they go up to the part where we see Vivian in the art gallery still just looking around or whatever, and then we see the guy that she talked to, as far as the first main guy that kind of helped her get back on her feet with the art stuff. And she proposed to him that, hey, I like what you did with me, far as even though I'm an older artist, you got an eye for talent in the art industry, and you got a good network, so how about if we team up and bring new people in that can do like I did, get a good start in the art industry, because you have a good eye for it, and I can help encourage them as well. And he was like, I'm thinking about it, I ain't got a problem with it, but how your husband feel to think about it? And she's like, well, man, I talked about this some time ago, and everything's cool with that situation of you. So if you still want to do that, let's totally do to take this proposal that I'm bringing to your attention. And then after that, we see Hillary's talking to the girl that she met at church, and they're at a photo shoot, and she's putting her giving her feedback on how she did in the photo shoot and all that. And she's like, come on, give me the real deal. So we actually wanted to get her the real deal of how she felt like she could have did a little bit better on this or that, and to spruce it up some more. And then she did bring her proposal as well to get herself out of the situation of taking down, I think they say his name is Kai, the guy that owned the not owned, but the guy that's kind of over the content house or whatever. And she wanted to pretty much just buy him out, and then that way Hillary can pretty much get out of her contract. And convincingly or not, the girl agreed to it. And Hillary like, yes, I did it. She believed me. She wanted to take the opportunity to do it. But they're going to do it in a whole different way of, helping each other out, far as not only them two teaming up to do things together, but also anybody else there staying in the house and whoever else may come along, because it's more so about, building a building everybody up and not trying to have this person do certain things because you say so, and that's a good thing. They're trying to help each other out to do better and not feel like they under scrutiny to do certain things that they really don't want to do. And we gonna move along, and then we see Jeb Luke came and knocked on the door, and of course, before we get to Will's dad, we did see Will talking to Lisa. And he pretty much told her that how he feel about their love and everything, and that he didn't want them to break up and all that type of stuff. And he asked her for forgiveness, and she's still kind of reluctant about it, of trying to take him back. But anyway, back to Will's dad. He did come up to the house and everything, and pretty much told Phil that the reason why I'm here is because he heard that Will was looking for him and everything and all that. And what he said, Jeremy, it's Jeffrey, whatever his name is. That part was funny of how he messed up Jeffrey name and said the whole other name. Anyway, pretty much, told him that that's why he was there too, because Will came looking for him and all that type of stuff. And what we did find out about Will's dad was that he actually wasn't really in his life because he wasn't trying to be a deadbeat dad. The reason why he wasn't there because he was in prison for 13 years for I think they said beating up a guy or something like that, or trying to use a guy for money or something like that. But anyway, that's why he wasn't really in Will's life for 13 years, because he was in prison and everything. And then the funny part about it, Uncle Phil knew about it because he was a lawyer, and they pretty much covered all that up to protect Will from their side and the side of his mom doing the same thing. And Phil was like, you shouldn't have came here and all that, and you still the same guy and all that. And then he said, you know what, I'm finna go because it ain't worth it. Then Phil pretty much told him, hey man, you been gone for 13 years, you should wait this time to allow us to get Will here so you can talk to him if he want to talk to you. So he did wait around or whatever, and of course came back and everything. And we did see Carlton go hunt the paperwork down and his dad's office and found it out and gave it to Will, and Will looked at it and got really the truth about why he wasn't really there. And the first part of it, when they start talking, it was awkward. Then at the other part, it was funny because they had a moment of when they went to the Sixers game and all that, and then after that it went way left. They got heated and mad and all that because Lou started talking with his mom and how his mom tried to make it seem like she had him do all that stuff, but in reality he did the stuff because he wanted to do it. He don't try to put the blame on his mom. And we're like, wait a minute, dog, you finna talk about mom like that, dog? No, we finna scrap now. What's up? And anyway, they ended up getting into it, and Will told him to leave. I don't want to see you no more and all that type of stuff. And then we see Will getting upset and leaving as well, and everybody trying to pull him back and say, come on, Will, stay, man, we can work through this, we can talk it out. And he wasn't really feeling that at the time frame because he was mad at the situation and hurt because he felt like everybody did him wrong, lied to him, and didn't really be honest with him about the situation. And his mom was feeling bad because she was talking to her sister on the phone, crying like I should have been told Will the truth and all that, and just felt bad because she ain't telling the truth and all that, and he had to find out the way he found out about his dad and everything. And then the other part that was real good and cinematic with the fact that we saw Carlton pointed her out for Will because he wanted to find his cousin and make sure you're okay, and of course get him back to the house with everybody. They can kind of again all talk about it and kind of work through what's going on. He went to decent and everything, and of course she agreed to find him. And we did see Jazz end up locating him to where he found Will at the spot they went to the first time when Will went to Bel-Air, and they was at the spot just talking and all that type of stuff. And pretty much Jazz was telling him some good information too, of like, look man, you got a good family back at home that wants you there and not trying to abandon you, and actually crying their heart out for you to be back home and be with them and everything. And Will told him that it felt like it wasn't right because he felt like he was abandoned and people left him and everything. But Jazz pretty much reassured him that, man, your family loves you, man, and they want you home. They want you to come back home. And he also told him that that he had a choice right then to make a decision to what path you're gonna take now. Knowing what you know now, what kind of path are you gonna take? Because your mom not here, your uncle and auntie not here. So what kind of path you gonna take now to better yourself even more? And Will was thinking about it, and of course that was the end of the show. But we all come to a crossroad in life and have to make tough decisions. And I hope they bring a season 2 back. I believe they are, but it was a good season 1, and I like the spin off of it because it took you in different directions of how Will, he pretty much survived in Bel-Air, after the situation went on in Philly, and he turned out pretty good, and hopefully they have a season 2, guys. Y'all let me know in the comments on what you think about season 1. This is your boy Tony Tone, signing out on Tony Talks. Peace.